If you're feeling trapped by your debts, you know, the credit cards, the overdrafts, the store cards, those payment platforms, and you'd like this year to be the year that you finally start to climb out of that and get a bit more control over your finances, then I'm going to share with you in this video a little mind trick that will help you start to get a bit more control back. Now, before I do that, if this would be of use to you, make sure you're following me and maybe drop me a friendly little comment just to let me know that this is the sort of thing that will steer you in the right direction. If you do that, then I will make more video on this topic. So what's this little mind trick? Now, a lot of times people go straight into, can I put £10 here? Can I pay £15 there? What if I start to buy stuff on a cashback site? Will that make me some money back? And the answer to all those questions is yes, they're all a good idea. But the first thing you've got to understand is, why are you in the situation you're in now? And I don't wish to be horrible, and I'm certainly not being judgmental. But over the last 30 years, I've spoken with literally thousands of individuals and business owners. And the instant response when you say, well, why are you in this situation is, oh, well, but, and there's this long backstory. My kids this, my partner that, I moved into a new area, lost my job, got ill, I was feeling sad, I felt like I had to cope, and I'm not in any remote way judging any of those responses. They're all utterly valid, and if that's your backstory, that's your backstory. The problem is this: when it comes to the pure numbers, and we will move on to the numbers later, when it comes to them, that doesn't really matter. Your backstory doesn't really matter. You see, this is the hard, cold truth. You are where you are right now because of every decision you've ever made. When you bought those things, you wanted them. When you decided you needed that service, that was you who decided that. And it was you who ticked the box or signed the agreement that said, yes, I will pay that, I will pay it by this time, and I will pay this interest. Now, that's not to be horrible, but it's the difference between fault and responsibility. Often partners and friends say, you shouldn't have done that, we can't afford that, we said we were going to spend less this month. And that might be true, but it doesn't really help in the moment. That feels like blame. So let's put aside blame, doesn't matter, and with respect and love, put aside all of your backstory. It's kind of irrelevant here. Instead, what we need to focus on is the word responsibility. You signed for those things, you kept on signing for those things, you kept buying things. And now you've got the responsibility. You need to make these payments to clear all of this debt. Now, this is the single biggest barrier to people having success, I find, because they keep saying, oh, well, the credit card company kept offering me money. Well, yes, they're drumming up business. The marketing made it look so appealing. Yes, that's what marketing does. But ultimately what I want to do is to move you to a place where you are ready to get yourself out of debt. And if you want to do that, this is the first step. I want you to make peace with the fact that you are where you are because of the choices you've made. When you're ready to go to video 2, let me know in the comments.